Hello and welcome to PrimeFyre's billing overview. So there's a couple of different ways that we can bill, and your process will depend slightly on your industry. So if you are going to bulk bill for portable restrooms, we would head on over here to invoicing, bulk asset billing. Now you do have the option of not selecting any individual bill type and just hitting a search, and it'll tell you all of your units assigned, and save, and it will generate charges for anybody that's due to bill. However, if you bill on a prorated basis, those particular clients will bill through today's date. And when I say on a prorated basis, we are talking about 28-day prorated and some of your monthly customers possibly. Now, if you don't bill in those manners, you can just come in here, hit search and save. Whether they are advanced or arrears, the system will handle that dynamically. Otherwise, you can choose your particular bill type. The system will look at those particular assets, and anybody that has a current bill through date of 9/22 or less, and it will generate charges for those. If we needed to do a overall prorated billing, we could select this option here, select the prorated bill through date that we want to be our close date, and then the system will prorate all of the units from this type using this function. But that's for a rare occasion. Typically, we're going to come in here, we're just going to select our bill type, hit search, and we're going to hit save. All right, now if I go to the line charges, we will see that there's a whole plethora of charges that were created today, and I can filter for just those charges by changing the date. And from here, I can just do a select all and create invoice. Now what's nice is we set the multi-site or individual invoice function at the site level, so there's no other options that we need to select here. And the surcharges are calculated per line charge, so there's no additional functions. The only other thing you may want to do before you get to this point, depending on your functions, would be to generate late charges. If you do late charges, you can come over here under the Create Late Charges option. We can select a particular division or particular locations, particular market type. Otherwise, we can come in and say anybody that is more than 5 days past their due date, and that would be based off of the net terms that we set at the site, that has a minimum balance of $25 or more, and has not had a late charge in the last 30 days. It'll take a look at those sites, and we can tell it to go ahead and either charge the default percentage rate or the minimum late charge and create your late charges here. But for this example, I'm not going to do that. We're just going to head back on over here to our line charges. I'm going to select today, select all, and we're going to create those invoices. Now here, under my Invoices tab, you'll see the invoices that we created today. If you process credit cards in bulk, you can head back on over here to your payment section. We're just at Invoices, click on over to Payments. We are going to just put CC in here so you get all of those clients that are set to pay by credit card. We can do a select all, and we can go ahead and we can process all of those credit cards. The payment information will automatically be applied as an entry on the invoices. And in addition, we use authorize.net for credit card processing. So the client, as long as they've provided a valid email address, will receive notification of the transaction against their card. Once those invoices are processed, we would head back on over here. We would select our email option, select our invoices that we created today. We can select just the customers that are email by putting a 1 in there, and then make sure we exclude anybody that is print. can do a select all. This will by default use the settings that are on the customer, the contact information there and the email templates. I would come here, select your contact, select your invoice. You can attach an additional signature or add your contact information in that message there. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit send. Now what's nice is once these have been sent and we refresh our page, we should be able to see here that these were sent, and we will be able to tell once the email has been opened. So that would be a standard billing for portable toilets. Now, if you bill based off of individual service tickets, like septic clients or roll-off clients, we can actually do that all here from our work order template. All of these grids are customizable, so you are actually able to take and organize this by the information that you like here, and then we can tell the system to save this grid state so that you always come in here. Now, typically your status here will be changed to completed or whatever the appropriate status is for the functions in your office, and you can from here we can open up that work order, take a look and see if the driver added any additional notes for any additional functions or charges that we need to do. We can double check and make sure we have the charge here. If we need to add any additional services, we can put in the additional charges, enter additional information, update the notes on any of these. This would be for dig. And then we have the ability to save and create invoice. Or we can just create the line charges and then at the end of the day create all of those invoices, process the credit cards, and email the same way we did for the portable toilets. If we create the individual invoice, it brings us here to our invoice page. These are our charges. We can click Pay Invoice from here. If we need to make an adjustment, we can click the adjustment button. We can change this to check, put in the dollar amount, or we can leave it as credit card and process it as a credit card. Once you check this box, your values will populate up here. So I'm going to change this to a check. Check that information. $366.14. Cash. Any particular notes. And then I can hit Pay Selected Invoice. And that invoice is now paid. If I hit my back button, you can see I no longer have a balance here. And I can now email this to the client, or I can print it so that I can send it out snail mail. Nice and easy. Hope this helps and have a great day.